Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to the geography class of class 11. Today we'll start a new chapter, chapter 31, World Climatic Types. In today's class we'll study page number 417 to page number 421. The objectives that we'll study in this chapter are weather and climate, classification of climates, tropical or torrid zone, temperate or mid-latitude zone, frigid or polar zone, low latitude climates, equatorial climate, monsoon and trade wind, littoral climate, wet and dry climate, tropical climate, dry tropical desert climate. Then we'll study the mid-latitude climates, which includes the Mediterranean climate, marine west coast climate, dry subtropical climate, moist subtropical climate, moist continental climate, dry mid-latitude cold desert climate. Then at last we will study the high latitude climates, which includes boreal climate, tundra climate, ice sheet climate, highland climates. The objectives for today's class are weather and climate, classification of climates, tropical or torrid zone, temperate or mid-latitude zone, frigid or polar zone, low latitude climate, which includes equatorial climate, monsoon and trade winds, littoral climate, wet dry climate, tropical climate, dry tropical desert climate. Now let us go through the technical terms that are coming in today's topic. The first term is weather. Condition of the atmosphere for a short time in a small area is termed as weather. Climate. Condition of atmosphere for a long time in a large area. Humidity. The amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere. Precipitation. Falling of condensed water vapor from the atmosphere to the earth in the form of rainfall, snowfall, hail, etc. Torrid zone. The area between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Temperate or mid-latitude. The area between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. Convectional rainfall. Type of rainfall in the equatorial region which occur mostly in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. So it is also called as 4 o'clock shower. Evaporation. The process in which water changes into water vapor on heating. Tropical rainforest or selvas. The forest found in the areas of heavy rainfall and average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. Monsoon. Seasonal winds that change their direction with change in season. Savanna climate or tropical grassland climate. Climate found in the transitional zone between wet equatorial climate region and dry temperate region. Here tall grasses are found which are called savannas. Transitional zone. The area between wet equatorial region and dry temperate region. Veld. Wide open rural landscape in Africa covered with short grasses. Llanos. Tropical grassland found in the Guiana Highland in Venezuela and Colombia in South America. Campos. Tropical grasslands found in Brazil. Deciduous trees. The trees that shed their leaves once in a year in the dry season. Trade winds. The permanent prevailing wind that blow from subtropical high pressure belt to equatorial low pressure belt. in both the hemisphere. The last term is terrestrial radiation, the amount of heat radiated by the earth. Now let us start with the chapter. First of all, we will study about weather and climate and the difference between weather and climate. Weather is the sum total of the atmospheric conditions at a place or in an area in terms of weather elements such as temperature, rainfall, pressure, humidity at a particular time. Climate, on the other hand, indicates the average weather condition from the average spread over a long period of 30 to 35 years for a given large area. It means that the climate of a place is declared after studying the weather for about 30 to 35 years. The weather changes very often, but climate is more or less permanent. It means that the weather can change in a few hours, in a few minutes, or even in a few seconds. For example, sunny weather can change into cloudy weather can change into rainy weather, and so on. But the climate of a place remains same throughout the year and it is static, means it never changes. Weather is experienced over a small area of a country. For example, we say the weather of Amritsar, the weather of Delhi, the weather of Mumbai. But climate is experienced over a large area of the continent, like we say the climate of India, the climate of South America, the climate of Australia, etc. A place can experience different types of weather conditions in a year, but a place can experience only one type of climate. Some examples of weather are partly cloudy, cloudy, sunny, rainy, windy, snowy or stormy. And some examples of climate are tropical climate, equatorial climate, monsoon climate, cool temperate climate, warm temperate climate, etc. Now children, let us study the classification of climates. Different climates are found in different parts of the world. It is necessary to classify the climate of the world in order to understand them and their effect properly. The first attempt to classify the world climate was made by the ancient Greeks. They divided the world into following zones on the basis of temperature: tropical or torrid zone, temperate or mid-latitude zone, frigid or polar zone. In this picture, you can see that the tropical or torrid zone extends from the Tropic of Cancer in the north to Tropic of Capricorn in the south. Temperate or mid-latitude zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. It receives moderate rays of the sun, hence it has moderate temperature. Seasonal contrast in temperature are experienced in this zone. Frigid or polar zone extends from Arctic Circle to the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and Antarctic Circle to South Pole in the southern hemisphere. Sun rays are very oblique in these areas, so extremely low temperature is experienced. Here, most of the areas are ice covered. Many attempts have been made to classify world climate since the time of ancient Greeks. However, classification suggested by W. Köppen of Germany and C. W. Thornweight of America are most popular and have gained wider acceptance. Now,
First of all, we will study about the low latitude climates. Areas within the tropics are low latitude areas, and the climates prevail in these areas are called low latitude climates. These climates are generally confined to the tropical belt extending from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. But some of the climates such as monsoon and desert climates may extend up to 30 degree and even beyond this latitude, especially in the northern hemisphere where the land masses are broad and widespread. These climates are generally hot with sufficiently high temperature. The mean annual isotherm of 20 degrees Celsius determines the farthest limit of the low latitude climate from the equator. Isotherm is an imaginary line that joins all the places having same temperature. There are four major low latitude climates which are equatorial climate, monsoon and trade winds littoral climate, wet and dry tropical climate, dry tropical desert type of climate. Now children, first of all we will discuss the equatorial climate. The region of equatorial climate normally extends up to 10 degree north and 10 degree south of the equator, but it may extend up to 20 degree north and 20 degree south on the windward margins of the continents. Windward margin means the places which are facing the sea, where the winds from the sea strike, and this region receives heavy rainfall. The main areas of equatorial climate are the Amazon basin, Zaire basin or the Congo basin, and Southeast Asian islands, which you can see in this map. The temperature is uniformly high with annual average of 27 degrees Celsius. Although the daily range varies from 5 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius, the annual range of temperature is less than 3 degrees Celsius. It means that there is less difference between the highest and the lowest temperature of summers and winters. These areas receives heavy rainfall of more than 200 centimeter, which is well distributed throughout the year. It means that the rainfall is almost in every month. The rain is mostly convectional. The rainfall is mostly in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. Hence, this rainfall is also called 4 o'clock shower. The rainfall is very heavy with thunder and lightning. High heat and high humidity makes the climate oppressive. Oppressive means very harsh, very difficult to live. But this high heat and high humidity gives birth to luxuriant, means very rich vegetation known as tropical rainforest or the selvas. Now let us study the monsoon and trade winds littoral climate. This climate is found from 5 degree to 37 degree in the eastern part of the continents. The areas of monsoon climate includes India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, and South China in Asia, Southeast Africa and Guiana coast of West Africa, Central America, West Indies, Venezuela, Colombia and Brazil in South America, and Northern Australia. So children, it is the map of the monsoon region of the world. You can refer to this for filling the map. Different areas receive different amount of rainfall and experience different range of temperature. Summer temperature varies from 27 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius in the coastal areas and 35 degrees Celsius to 38 degrees Celsius in the interior. Winter temperatures in the coastal areas range from 22 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius, and in the interior the temperature ranges from 15 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius. Rainfall is caused by the monsoons from 3 to 4 months in a year. The monsoon climate is characterized by seasonal reversal of wind direction with alternate wet and dry periods. It means that in summer season the winds blow from sea to land and they bring heavy rainfall, and in winter the winds blow offshore. It means that they blow from land to sea, hence they are dry, so there is no rainfall in winter season in this region. Annual amount of rainfall varies from 75 centimeter to 200 centimeter. Mausam near Cherrapunji in Meghalaya in India receives as much as 1221 centimeter of annual rainfall, which is the highest in the world. Most of the rainfall received is in summer season, as I told you, because in summer the monsoon winds blow from sea to land, hence they are very moist in the summer season. In winter there is no rainfall, so winter is dry, again because the monsoon winds blow from land to sea, hence they carry no moisture in winter. Now we will study about the wet dry tropical climate. This climate is also called savanna climate or tropical grassland climate. The climate is bounded by tropical rainforests towards the equator and dry climate towards the poles. In this way, it is a transitional zone between extremely wet and dry climates. Areas having savanna climate are the Sudan and West Plateau of Africa, the tropical grassland of northern Australia, the llanos of Guiana Highlands of South America, and Campos of Brazil. The annual temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. The annual range of temperature is about 5 degrees Celsius to 6 degrees Celsius. The annual rainfall is 160 centimeter. The amount of rainfall decreases and annual range of temperature increases as we go from the equator to poles. Natural vegetation includes tall grasses and scattered deciduous trees. Deciduous trees are the trees which shed their leaves in the dry season for about 6 to 8 weeks. The tall grass is known as savanna, after which the climate is named as savanna climate. Now let us discuss the fourth, that is the last type of climate of the low latitude region. It is dry tropical desert climate. Areas of this climate extend from 15 degree to 30 degree north and south latitudes and mainly located on the western margins of the continent. The chief areas are the Sahara and the Kalahari Desert of Africa, Arabian Desert and the Thar Desert of Asia, Colorado Desert of North America, Atacama Desert of South America, and the Desert of Western Australia. There are no winds which can bring rain into this region. Moreover, this region is under the influence of cold ocean currents. Thus, scarcity of rainfall is the main characteristic of this climate. The average annual rainfall is 25 centimeter or even less than that. Evaporation is more than
rainfall, sky is clear and humidity is very less. These areas have the greatest daily range of temperature on the earth, which is more than 15 degrees Celsius. It means that here the days are very hot and the nights are very cold. The average annual temperature is about 38 degrees Celsius. The world's highest temperature of 58 degrees Celsius has been recorded at Al Azizia in the Libyan desert, which is a part of the Sahara desert in North Africa. So, Al Azizia is the hottest place on the earth. With this, we come to the end of the topic for today. Hope that you have understood the topic nicely. Children, you have to go through the back questions. I will read the back questions for you. From page 425. Exercise number 1. Question number 1. It is very short answer type questions. Question number 1 is, name two important geographers who suggested classification of world climates, or which are the two well-known climatic classifications. Question number 2. What climatic data are used for classifying climates? Question number 3. What type of climate is known for the minimum annual range of temperatures? Question number 4. In which climate evaporation is higher than precipitation? Then we have question number 7. List below are some important characteristics of a few climatic types. Name the climatic types of which they refer to. First part, high temperature throughout the year, wet summers and dry winters. Second part, greatest daily ranges of temperature on the earth. Third part, reversal in wind direction with change of season. Fourth, constantly high temperature and heavy precipitation throughout the year. Next is exercise 2, short answer type questions. First question, distinguish between weather and climate. Question number 2, write short notes on first part, major temperature zones of the world. Third part, the equatorial climate, and fifth part, the monsoon climate. Question number 3, compare the following climates. Second part, wet and dry tropical and monsoon. Then we have question number 4, give account for the following. First, annual range of temperature is very low in the equatorial climate. Second, it rains throughout the year in the equatorial climate. Third, monsoon areas receive most of its rainfall in summer. On page 427, third exercise, long answer type questions. First question, write an account of the equatorial climate and explain how it is different from the monsoon climate. Question number 2, discuss the salient features of wet, dry, tropical climate and explain how it represents the transitional zone between extremely wet and dry climates. At last, we have the map work. Mark and label the following on an outline map of the world. First, areas of equatorial climate in Africa and South America. Second, areas of monsoon climate in Southeast Asia. Number 3, wet, dry tropical areas of Africa and South America. Number 4, Sahara, Kalahari and Atacama deserts. Now it's the time to give you written homework. You have to write the answers of 4 questions in your copy. The first question is define weather and climate. Differentiate between weather and climate. Question number 2, draw and name the 3 climatic zones into which the world is divided by the ancient Greeks. Question number 3, name the 4 types of low latitude climates. Explain the monsoon and trade wind littoral climate and wet, dry, tropical climate. And the last question is, on the basis of the following points, explain the main difference between the equatorial climate and the dry tropical desert climate. The points are location, temperature, rainfall and natural vegetation. Children, you must read the chapter from page number 417 to page number 421. See the given school link in your schedule and even see the YouTube link given to you. With this, I wind up the class. We will very soon meet in the next video with next topic. Till then, take care. Thank you.